How is everybody doing today? Thank you for checking out the video. In today's video, I wanted to go over Outriders as a whole and what I think makes it actually a great looter shooter in game overall. Now, to be honest with you, so you all can have an understanding, when Outriders was announced and the beta launched, I pre-ordered the game and played the beta for somewhere over 50 hours or so. I was so intrigued and excited for farming and just another looter shooter in general and a game of this type that I played the beta for an extremely long amount of time. But when the game came to its initial launch, I played about 1 hour of it and I stopped. Now, this wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it. In all honesty, I have no idea why I stopped. Something may have come up in my life or another game released. I don't remember. Recently, I reinstalled the game and wanted to get through the story while still enjoying it, but you know, I was excited for the end game and wanted to prepare for the launch of World Slayer, Outriders' new update later this month. I believe it comes out on June 30th, which is exciting. The story was interesting and actually pulled me in. I began to care about other characters and build attachment to some of the people that are with you and on your side throughout your journey to reclaim the world. All story and side missions can be repeated at your current level, so you can go back and get better loot drops from specific bosses, mini bosses, and or hunts. This alone offers many different farming spots and boss diversity. Now, I'm not going to go into story too much. I really want to talk about endgame and the mechanics the game has to offer. The way endgame works, when you finish the campaign, you get put into a new camp or hub, as we are so used to them being called. You have your general stuff, customization point, fast travel point, merchant, matchmaking, your stash where you keep all your loot, and an upgrade bench, if you will. So when we think of endgame, we think of builds and perfecting gear. This is one of the things I honestly think Outriders does so well, and it does maybe better than most games. Now, I'm sure there's games out there that do it similar to this, maybe Warframe, other games like that. They probably have a similar system, and this is where I think Outriders really shines. You select any gear you have, whether you got it a long time ago or recently, you can upgrade nearly any aspect of that piece. If the piece is level 25 and you are level 35 now, you can upgrade that weapon to where you are currently leveled. You can upgrade all the weapon's attributes and change specific mods for your weapon. Basically, in short, this can make any gear that you enjoy using viable and completely work for your build. Now, if you are a new viewer of my channel, we like to focus on things that we enjoy using, not necessarily the best of the best when it comes to gear in these games, and I believe Outriders has done an amazing job with this. Loot in general is very fun to get, and I do feel rewarded when finding a new piece that is an upgrade for my build. The focus here is overall stats, and then you can change all the mods according to your playstyle, so you don't have to worry about, oh, does this gun have the mods I want? Does this gun work for my build? As long as it has really good base stats, you can change the mods according to your playstyle and it will work. The diversity of enemies and locations is amazing throughout the story and in endgame when you begin expeditions. There are simple mechanics in these expeditions like waiting for something to open or standing in an aura to lower or activate something while fighting enemies. Since we're on the topic of enemies, the enemy variety and variants are great as well and keep me on my toes, introducing new mechanics and status effects. Now, this is where I think the game does another amazing job, is the sheer number of enemies that can come at you at once is insane. You can have like 15 general enemies, 4 elites all at once, and even while fighting a boss. So you're in one area, you're fighting a boss, you have a bunch of elites after you, plus a ton of mobs, and it is insane. The mob density and the way they overwhelm you is another thing I think Outriders does extremely well. Sometimes I even find myself running, waiting for my abilities to recharge and collect myself before trying to continue to fight. It really gives me a sense of I may have the potential of failing this, and if I succeed, my reward's going to be very great, but if I fail, I'm at the end of an expedition, end of a quest, whatever it may be, I need to just finish off this boss and get a reward. But I could fail and lose all my progress. It's not upsetting, but it makes me feel rewarded when I win, and that's what games are about. With me being so fresh to endgame and just starting my journey, I know there is a potential for me to burn out and losing interest for lack of content. Now, this doesn't mean I am expecting this and think this will happen, but I'm still at the beginning of endgame, and it is a possibility we always have to consider when we think of looter shooters. I will say though, the gunplay and intensity this game offers is absolutely amazing and really makes this game shine for me when I think of a game of this genre. You can truly get overrun by the amount and type of enemies coming at you at once. It makes it feel that much more rewarding when coming to the end of whatever quest, hunt, or activity you are doing and seeing those rewards drop. Finishing an area, knowing you just have to go to the next area and see what awaits you and do it all over again. I will say though, first off, I appreciate everyone who recommended that I give the game another go, and that I honestly think the game is pretty amazing and fun overall. Now, I haven't experienced much that I would say is a downside for this game. Can mantling and cover be weird sometimes? Yes, but Other than that, I haven't had any issues regarding gameplay and performance. Close the video out. This game is great and loads of fun, and with World Slayer coming out soon, there's so much to this game and so much that this game will offer in the future. I appreciate everyone who checked out the video and stayed till the end. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Outriders, if you've played it, if you want to play it. Are you excited for the new expansion? With the new expansion, is it going to bring you back to playing this game again, farming for loot, prepping for the expansion? Let's talk about it. Let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay hyped. Have a beautiful day, and good luck looting.